The Camden County Historical Society has honored the families of Springdale Farms in Cherry Hill with its 2005 Historic Preservation Award. This is what it sounded like from the podium at Pine Hill Golf Club as Society Programming Director Sandy Levins made the presentation on November 11th.
As I was putting together some remarks for this evening, I was thinking maybe some of you are wondering, why is a historical society honoring a family and a farm that's very much alive and in the present? Well, the answer is because history can be about so many different things. It can be about important dates. It can be about watershed events that revolved around those dates. It can be about preserving and restoring old buildings and structures. But sometimes, and at its best, I think, history is more important, more personal. It's about people and community and tradition. And tonight's honorees were chosen for their dedication to preserving a tradition that goes back to Camden County's earliest settlers, that of the small American farmer. Now, I stand before you here, a self-confessed second-generation Springdale Farm customer. And I'm afraid I'm also old enough to remember climbing into the back seat of my dad's beat-up two-tone green 52 Chevy and driving out into the country. Of course, the country was only about 10 minutes down Kings Highway from our home in Barrington, and it happened to be called Delaware Township. For any of you who grow up in this Cherry Hill, Haddonfield, Haddon Heights area, and shared my family's tradition, I'm going to mention some names that might ring a bell with you. One of those is Cordevery. The Cordeverys had a wonderful farm market on Route 70, and if any of you knows where Sawmill Plaza is, then you know where Cordevery's farm market prospered. Or what about the name DeCoux? The DeCoux family farmed no less than 500 acres on both sides of Kings Highway, stretching from the Ellisburg Circle all the way up to Chapel Avenue. And then there was the Dobbs family and Dobbs Farm. Finally, 250 acres of corn and vegetables were farmed by the Sergi brothers between Springdale Road and Marlcrest Road, land that's now gone for townhouses and pricey single-family homes. Well, sadly, in the early 1960s, Delaware Township was caught up in a building boom, got itself a brand new mall, and was rechristened with a brand new name, Cherry Hill. Yet even that new name harkens back and honors the tradition of the small family farm in remembering Abraham Browning and his 134 acres of cherry orchards that blossomed where Cherry Hill Inn, what else, once sat, and where Lowe's 24-screen theater and the Hillview Shopping Center, home of Kohl's and Target, now sit. Sadly, all those farms are gone, save for one, Springdale Farm. So tonight we honor the families of Springdale who did not succumb to the pressures of suburban sprawl or to the temptations of the developers. Instead, they opted to stand their ground, and they chose to fight. They fought for their family, and they fought for tradition. They came up with an innovative plan that they took to Cherry Hill Township and to the Camden County Open Space Advisory Trust to save not only their land on Springdale Road, but their very way of life. A lifetime of farming stretching back some 6 generations in their respective families. So to answer the question, why would a historical society honor a farming family that is very much alive and well? Well, the Camden County Historical Society's 2005 Historic Preservation Award is given to the families of Springdale Farm for preserving Cherry Hill's last working farm. As a reminder of one of our oldest and proudest traditions, and as a true community treasure, not just for the families, but really for all of us. So please join me in celebrating the dedication, the hard work, and the success of the Ebert and Jarvis families represented here with us tonight by Mrs. Mary Ebert, her son Mr. John Ebert, her daughter Mrs. Mary Ann Jarvis, and her son-in-law Mr. Tom Jarvis. And if you would please come up to the podium.